Hello everybody, here is another video featuring some of our speakers who will be doing talks at the Bournemouth Writing Festival this April. Today we've actually got two speakers that are going to be talking to you about their session, Valerie French and Katherine Baldwin, who will be leading a session called Writing Your First Book. And this is on Sunday the 27th of April at 10 a.m. and this is going to be in Patch, which is on the first floor of Bubby's. Now, for the last two writing festivals, Valerie French's talk about writing your first book has sold out. So I'm pretty sure that this one is going to sell out too. So this is for beginners or those of you about to start on writing your first full-length book. And both Valerie and Katherine were both international journalists in a previous life, and they've both written full-length books and would love to talk to you about the process and some of the challenges that they faced, so you go into writing your first book full of all of that knowledge and their learnings. So here's Valerie first of all.
Hi there, I'm Valerie, and thank you, Dominique, for that wonderful introduction. So, yeah, I'm Valerie French, and I have written my first full-length book. Here it is, published in March 2024. I've dreamed of writing a book forever, and finally, in my latter years, gotten around to it, and I'm absolutely delighted, actually. And when I meet someone who's read the book and they give it praise, it's just such a fantastic feeling. I just can't tell you. It's wonderful. So, but it's not been an easy ride. The process I found quite difficult because I've never written a full-length book before. I've written short stories, articles, play scripts, podcast scripts, all kind of things, but never a full-length book. So I learned an awful lot, and that's what I want to share with you, about actually motivating yourself and, getting the work done, turning up to the page, that kind of thing, because that's the only way to do it, is turning up to the page regularly. So we'll be discussing that. And we will also be asking you to give us your questions. So if you're already in the middle of a book and you've got a question you want to ask about some aspect of that, then Katherine and I, between us, hopefully will have some strategies and advice for you. So that's why Katherine and I are collaborating on this. Our aim really is to give you the confidence and a few tools to enable you to get your book done. And we will be challenging you with little workshopy type things. So you will be participating in this. Okay, we'll be asking questions like, why are you writing this book? And you will go away with things like the bare bones of an elevator pitch, which actually I think I found writing the elevator pitch almost as hard as writing the book, but I've got a really good way of doing it. So I will be sharing that with you. But most of all, we just want you to be inspired and to ask us as many questions as you like. So on that note, I will hand you over to Katherine for a different perspective.
My name is Katherine Baldwin. I am an author and I will be presenting alongside Valerie French at the Bournemouth Writing Festival on the topic of writing your first full-length book. The first thing I'd like to say is that this session will likely sell out, so please get your tickets as soon as you can. The second thing is about my credentials. I am the author of a non-fiction book entitled How to Fall in Love, a 10-step journey to the heart. I am also the author of a novel, which is currently out on submission to 3 agents. So I have completed a novel and completed a non-fiction book. The third thing I'd like to say is about the content of our session. So we will be exploring both the practical tools and tips that you need to know in order to complete your first full-length book, and the psychological barriers that you might face when trying to do this and how to overcome those. So practical tools such as knowing your reader, writing your elevator pitch, plotting or flying by the seat of your pants, whatever works best for you. And then those psychological elements, overcoming our fear of failure, our fear of success, overcoming perfectionism and procrastination, consistently showing up to the page and following through on our book. Valerie and I are delighted to present this session, and we look forward to seeing you at the Bournemouth Writing Festival.
Thank you so much, Valerie and Katherine. So just to remind you, Valerie and Katherine's talk, Writing Your First Full-Length Book, is on Sunday, the 27th of April at 10 a.m. at Patch, which is on the first floor of Bobby's. And as Katherine said, this is probably going to sell out, so make sure you get your tickets in advance. If you are embarking on your writing journey, there are a few other talks and workshops that are happening throughout the festival. The one that springs to mind is Timo Peach and Peter Cooper's talk at 10 a.m. on Saturday the 26th of April at the Pavilion Dance, and that's about finding the why are you writing? And I think that's going to be an incredible session, because I've heard some rumours of what they're going to be planning, and if you know Timo Peach, it's not going to be ordinary, so check that one out. Other than that, great to see you, thanks for joining us, and see you at the next one.